Paul, Kurt, congratulations on your new contracts. First of all, Paul, how are you feeling?
Yeah, really happy to extend our contracts, both myself and Kurt. Yeah, we started the journey last year. It was, it was a bit of a baptism of fire. We come into it with a pair of fresh eyes and changed quite a lot of stuff. So yeah, we're really happy that we, most importantly, had a bit of a culture shift and we want to continue that. So we're delighted to be staying on board and the fact that Kurt's staying with me is it makes it even more pleasing for myself.
And Kurt, fans have sort of said all year that you two have been inseparable. What do you think it is about your relationship that makes it work so well as coaches?
Yeah, me and Paul have known each other a long time. Paul coached me at Leeds Insurance a long time ago, and we worked together on the coaching staff at Toronto Wolfpack. So we've got a great relationship. So being friends just really helps our working relationship too.
And Paul, just sort of reflecting on the last 12 months on a personal level, hopefully been in the coaching team a long time and making that step up to head coach. What was that like for you?
Yeah, obviously more taxing, more time consuming, and but ultimately you get to really implement the things that you've always kind of wanted to, and I thought I could make a change. The important bit about that was dragging Kurt along with me on that journey, and the minute he agreed, the minute I agreed, and that was that's part of the deal. So we wanted to make a change. We feel like we have done. And we feel like we've had a really coachable group of players that have made that possible. So we ultimately ourselves, the staff, the players, it's been an enjoyable year. So like I said before, the culture shift is the real success for us, and we want to continue in that theme, if you like, and try and march forward.
And just touching on last season, I think one of the reasons we played so well was our spine. Kurt, Paul said throughout the season you were instrumental in making that work. What is it about our spine that makes it work, and the work yourself that you've been doing on the training ground?
Well, I've said it before, it's not the work that I've done, it's what me, Paul and Danny Orr's done. I've been very fortunate that the spine has stayed injury free. So, me and Paul and Dan put a plan in place for him to how we want it to look like. And lucky enough, we've got some very talented footballers who've took that plan, run with it, and probably exceeded both our expectations with it. They've been fantastic.
Paul, I think this team defied people's external expectations last season of what was possible, and obviously we were really unfortunate not to go one step further in the end. Can you sort of pinpoint a reason why that was?
Spend. So bookies make your favourites for the drop if you spend the least. So it'll be the same this year. And again, we repeat our messages. Really, it's the under promise over deliver is the attitude that we've got. But I think as long as your group, as long as you get a bit of luck, as Kurt referred to with the spine being injury free, a little bit of luck and a lot of belief and some good standards within your club, then you give yourselves a chance. So with them ingredients, then we fully back our side, and we have a lot of belief in our side. But we understand why people quite rightly put us down there and don't back us like we do.
And Kurt, I think it's clear to see for the supporters that this team is sort of one team and they will always back each other. How important is it to create that sort of culture at a club?
Yeah, I think coming in with Paul, the one big thing that Paul's very good at in particular is pulling the group together. We come in and we set some ground rules and some clarity, and we had some tough conversations, but the big thing is it was about togetherness as well, and we'll have fun along the way with the journey. So I think that's really down to Paul, the togetherness and the way he's brought the group together, and we've just kind of run from there, but with a lot of principles in place and a lot of tough love and a lot of love at the same time, which has really blended together well.
And we just referred to the supporters, Paul. I think we could see after Saints how much you mean to them. How special was it for you to sort of get that reception after the game?
Yeah, it was amazing, to be honest. And both myself and Kurt, we're not the type of coaches that like to step onto the field too much. That's the arena of the players that they go to battle every week. They're the ones that deserve the credit, and that should get the applause when they're blooded and battered after a tough game. So I can count them on one hand. Warrington away, big day for the club. We really wanted to embrace that atmosphere at Warrington that day, and it was a special day. And then the Toulouse away was special because of the adversity we had, and I was just really, we was really pumped for that one. So we enjoyed sharing a victory song with our fans. And then, yeah, it culminated in the playoffs. Huddersfield and St Helens in particular were, you know, the fans that day, you know, they make losing ever much more tough to take, because the responsibility you've got, because you want to win, and you want to win for the supporters, because the passion and it just shines through from the fans, what it means to them, and their passion and their love for this club resonates with us, and you know, we feel it as well. So we certainly felt like we were in it together, and it's just a glimpse of the potential that this club's got. We really need to replicate that as many times as possible, because it's so powerful. It means a lot to us, and certainly on behalf of everybody at the club, it means a lot to, in particular, the players when they're out there on the paddock.
And Kurt, moving on to sort of this season, we've already made 2 signings of Ollie Partington and Adam Sidlow. What are them 2 players in particular going to bring to the squad next season?
So Adam Sidlow will bring a lot of experience, a lot of Super League experience too. I know he was a big part of League getting promoted back into Super League last year, watching some of his performances. Both me and Paul have worked with him before, and I think it's a really smart bit of business from our club bringing Adam in for a leadership role. Ollie Partington is young English front rower, been involved in a night set up with England, so he's got pedigree and potential. We want to help him kick on to that next level, and I'm sure he'll thrive in our environment here. And
finally, Paul, you always talk about the journey. How excited are you to get going again next season and plan for the long term?
The succession at the club's really important. We've retained most of our players, so you know that's an improvement on previous. The succession's there, obviously off the field as well. Kurt's the succession to me. That's how I look at it. I want him to strive for this job, and to me he's the next guy. To step up, and then. But yeah, it doesn't feel like we've had too much of a break. The World Cup's on, so we've still got rugby fever going on. Our boys are doing fantastic in that. So we'll really get the team together after Christmas as a whole. So it'll be a really frantic month in January to get ready and prepare. But as we've done all along, we just enjoy every day. To be honest, we don't look too far ahead, and we don't try and sweat the small stuff. So. We didn't have too many bad days last year, whether we won or lost. Every day is a learning day, and I would like to say that every day has been enjoyable and fun experience for everybody concerned, certainly in the playing group. So if we can do that and emulate that, then we'll be happy.
Rolls, Kurt, I think I can speak for all Salford fans when I say that we're delighted that you're sticking around for the long term. Congratulations on your new deals again, and thank you for speaking with us.
Cheers.